This is something that I never in my wildest dreams would think that I would be recording and sharing. So a little bit of backstory. I started cold plunging back in May of 2023. We actually went on a family vacation to Lake Michigan. And if anybody has been there or lives there, you know how cold the water is. And I had kind of heard about this cold plunging. And I thought, you know what, while I'm there, I'm just going to get in the lake and see if I can sit there for 30 seconds or 1 minute. 3 minutes, that was my goal. And we were there for 7 days and we did it every day. Landon, my son, our son, did it with me every single day. And then Matt started kind of getting in up to his waist and, he's kind of just, he did it a little bit and then he was able to get up to his neck, a couple days. So you will have to excuse our little puppy, Hilly. She likes to know all the things we bring home or if there's anything for her. So I tried to keep her behind the camera, but it just wasn't working. But anyway, so when we got home from that Lake Michigan trip, I said, I just want to buy a cold plunge. And I bought one on Amazon, the most inexpensive one that I could find. And we had it outside on our deck, which was fine. It was through the summer months. So again, and it was so new to us. It was just, I wanted to keep in the routine and keep up with it. Just the action of going in it every morning, right? Even if it wasn't super cold, I just wanted to keep it up, like going through that motion, going through that, just making it a habit. Well, Landon and one of his friends, they started using it. And anyway, so they popped the top part of that one and it was no longer good to use. So we got the cold pod and I just recorded us putting it together here and it's so much easier with two hands. So I was recording Matt doing this, but if you have two people to help set this up, it just helps to get the legs inside. If you can one person can hold that little hole open and the other person can put the leg in, it goes a lot faster. But it's super simple to set up. You saw it came just in a normal, just in a smaller box. You just open it up like this and there are little holes there. Like I said, you just kind of have to get the holes open. In the beginning, it's just a little hard to do it one person. So, but anyway, you just open those holes and then you stick the legs in. I want to say there are 6 legs, if I'm right. And once that is all set up, your basic tub is set up and then it comes with a pump. I did kind of want to just keep these videos in to kind of just show you how we figured it out and how it got easier. So there he's like, give me the leg and I'll do it. And it's because he kind of had the hole open. And then if you can kind of hold it more straight, he's laughing there because he was kind of getting frustrated. Anyway, so it is easy. 2 people are better. And then you'll get it done. This is like an under 15 minute setup. And that's not including putting the water in. So it also comes with a pump and the pump is just for the top ring of the cold pod. And so that's where our old one popped. It just wasn't made very well. This cold pod has been amazing since we've had it. So I would highly recommend it. Again, the price point is so good. If you are just starting out or you've been doing it for a while, this is a great price point, under $100, I want to say, as of when I am recording this, but just a great price. So the pump, it comes right with it and it's just going to blow up this top ring. So it's just kind of like an inflatable thing. If the air goes out for any reason, it's just easy to, pump the air back in. But then it also the cold pod comes with a tube that goes on the bottom where you can, dump the water out. And the next kind of slide here will show you what I mean by that. This cold pod does come in 2 different sizes, But the place that we keep this cold pod inside our house, we needed the smaller size. So this is the smaller one of the two. There is an XL version as well that you can definitely check out. I will leave the link to this in the show notes or in the description of this video. So this tube also comes with the cold pod and right there. So you can let the water out just without putting the tube on, but if you needed the water to be, directed somewhere else, it's kind of, like an accordion tube that you can kind of, move around to where you need. And then there's just like a little nozzle down there on that, where that tube is connected, and you can open and shut it, to let the water out, clean it out, and then close it when you want to fill it again. And they also do come with a lid, which I love because we had our other one outside for a while, and this just keeps, the leaves or anything else out of it. So I love that as well. And you can make it tighter there with that little string. So I'm going to show you next where we keep the cold pod. So we have a storage area. It's kind of like our laundry room. We put like a toilet and a sink back there. It's not finished. But we also put this standalone, inexpensive shower down there in that room. And this is where our cold pod sits, especially through the winter months. I know I've seen many people do the cold plunging in the dead of winter, but this is where ours sits, and we have a water temperature gauge to see how cold the water is, and it works perfect. We add ice to it every single day before we get into it, but we love cold plunging.